Hello YouTube, Zach Aconite here, and this video is at the moment without a title just because it's been on my mind for a while, and I'm probably going to spend the next half hour contemplating what to call it, but the online goth scene is fucked right now. There's no question about it. Even GA, Gothic Amino, is not what it once was. YouTube is a wasteland for people of the music scene, and you know what? Apparently, even my goth as a music subculture video just wasn't enough, where I actually meticulously went so far as to script an entire speech, so this is just going to be the Cliff Note version of that, if anything, but I'm mostly noticing this to be a problem with the likes of Jake Munro, who, yeah, he's got history, okay, both good and bad, but I think by now it's safe to claim that the bad outweighs the good. Something fierce lately. His girlfriend, Kaya, you know her from her channel, Toxic Tears. You know them both from MAG, Metal Ass Gaming. Maybe. I sure as shit do. I watched them for 3 years straight. But the thing of it is, Jake personally, I don't really know that much about Kaya. I'm sure she fucks around enough with the music, maybe, but the thing about Jake is that he's naturally a metalhead, if anything, and I personally don't have anything against the guy. I really don't. As a matter of fact, I don't even hardly know him as a person. I just know him from his sense of humor, which is a little too eerily close to mine, if not worse. No, mine might be worse, actually, in hindsight. But, yeah, he's one of those people that seems to think that goth is whatever you want it to be, because with that kind of a fallacy, if it's only conjecture alone, A, it's not even a subculture, B, it's more of a almost religious fuckery type. Just imagine if someone who believes that goths are these black-clad, demonic lunatics who sacrifice anything with lips attached to them, you know, streaking through the woods, or... By the way, that in and of itself is already asinine. Who's going to see you apart from the wildlife doing that? If we're already stereotyped into being attention-seeking lunatics, then it wouldn't make sense for us to be, you know, running buck-ass naked through the middle of the forest if, you know, nobody but a rabbit and 2 bears fucking is going to see you. Okay? Like, if goth was whatever you wanted it to be, it wouldn't be goth. It would be an opinion. It wouldn't be a subculture. It would be conjecture. It would be insanity. And 9 times out of 10, this is usually the kind of dumbassery you hear from the younger individuals from Generation Z, which I'm unfortunately a part of by default, I guess. I mean, I was born in the 90s, but I just wasn't born after the century. So, fuck. Just the fact that I'm affiliated with these people in whatever way is bad enough, but the fact that that people still are lingering about, and he's more or less the ringleader of this by now. Especially with how he was reacting to those memes. He found one that was a quote-unquote elitist meme of some dude with a megaphone, and on his chest he's got a sign that says thoughts with black hair and chokers or whatever are not goth. Something to that effect. And he changed it to something asinine like, you can't dictate what goth is or isn't. Call me a gatekeeper if you want. I really don't care. Not anymore. I'd rather be a fucking gatekeeper elitist dickbag than some dumbass opinionated poser who hasn't got a clue in the world what the fuck they're talking about. They're claiming that music or art or visual whatever the fuck is whatever you want it to be. To a point that makes sense, but with goth in particular, it's not whatever you want it to be, especially not musically. If music was whatever you wanted it to be, would you call Kenny Chesney the ultimate metalhead or Adele the ultimate reggae artist? You would not do that. It's stupid. And to make matters worse, it doesn't seem like he's slowing down any longer, too. I mean, he's already gotten to the point where he's doing Linkin Park covers. And on one hand, it's almost like he's aware of what he's doing. He was reacting at some point to the TikTok cringe of Goths on TikTok, which he even admitted that Kaya, his girlfriend, is on that, so why would he... I don't get what his deal is with that, but on one hand, he was acknowledging that these kids don't know shit about what they're doing, and especially the teabagging, bopping type whatever, that even some sheep people are doing now. That's asinine in and of itself, but he's also acknowledging that these people are just listening to any random bullshit pop music ever. If Melanie Martinez was goth, wouldn't that also make Lana Del Rey a part of the subculture as well? I think the fuck not. It's music-based. There's actually people on, at some point on GA, there was someone who asked, he was asking at some point how much aesthetical dedication, or she, I didn't bother to ask. They were asking how much aesthetical dedication you gotta put into your, looks to, be a part of the movement, the subculture, the gathering, the whatever. The answer is none. Fucking A. It's sound. If you don't sound like a baritone ghost that's so well hung, your nuts are sagging to the floor, your protoplasmic, everything is just floating around, reverberating off of everything else, that's the only way to tell. We sound and look like ghosts. And even then, the looks aren't necessary. The fundamental focus is sound. Don't be one of those people, those posers. Bring back the word. They do it with punk, they do it with metal, do it with goth. Titles are not labels. Goth is not gothic. And there's nothing wrong with not being goth either. We're not some superior race. We're people just like you. If you like, please like. Feel free to share your obscure little thoughts in the comments below, as well as to share the video itself, which please do that by this point. Subscribe if you wish to see more. Don't forget to hit the bell if you do. And as always, thank you so very much for watching. I love you all, and I'll leave you on this final note. If Ian Curtis never donned it, why should anyone else feel obligated to do so?